Good morning, world. This is Know Everything back at you again with another video at 8:09 a.m. in the morning, coming live from Southwest Florida. It's beautiful outside, and I wanted to talk to you guys. So let's just get right into it. I said I would come back and give you guys updates and more information about this app. Now, in my last video, I don't think I talked about the free stock. This company gives you a free stock when you invite friends, family, whoever you want to invite, coworkers, the guy outside at the store, the person you met in the library, whoever you met at the bar, whoever you want to share this information with. They'll give you a free stock for this. Basically the same thing what I'm doing, for you guys here on YouTube. I'm sharing this information with you. So they want to give me a gift for doing this, which I think is really, really nice. And not only do they give it to me, they will also give you one. Now, the best part about them giving the person that don't know who's signing, and which is the one who's signing up, is you get your feet wet in the game. You don't have to put any money into it. This is free to you. And it could be Facebook, it could be Microsoft, it could be Apple, it could be Alibaba, it can be anybody, Twitter. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's going to be. You only gonna know when the app sends it to you. That's the only way you're gonna know. And if you want to learn more about it after you sign up, all you do is you just click on learn more, or you just invite friends. It's basically self-explanatory. You sign up, we'll give you a free stock. It's self-explanatory. There's no tricks or anything to it, and it's not like a it's not like one of those pyramid schemes where if you sign up using my link that I give you, I'm going to make money off of everything that you do. No, it's not like that. It's not like, if you sign up and whoever signs up under you, I'm going to make money off of you and all your buddies and your friends and your family. That's not what this is. You basically you receive a gift for your actions. It's just that simple. Let's go back. So I got that out of the way. Now, if you noticed, let's see. If you notice, like down below, I'm gonna click on Ford because I really like Ford. Ford has done great over the years. Concerning like the bailout in the auto industry, in which they did not participate. And I appreciate them for that. So this stock really holds value. And don't get it twisted. Red doesn't mean anything. Green means a lot, but don't think that you can't make money off of a stock. That's showing red. Keep that in mind. Okay. Now, for a beginner, you don't need to worry about the statistics. You don't need to know what everything is. You really don't. All you need to worry about is the price that it opened, today's high, today's low, and the volume. That's all you really need to know about. If you look at 928 opening, all that means is, which is right up here on the graph, if I take my finger and I touch the graph, it'll show you that at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was at 928, 927. And if I take my finger off, you see that number changes. All right. Sometimes Robinhood is a little off, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's right on point. It could be up a little bit too much, like 1 or 2 points, or it could be down a little bit under the actual recorded price within the actual stock market, which is like in New York. But anyways, if you look at today's high, which was 936, you would go back up here. You would go to the highest point of today, which is around up in here somewhere. And you see it says 933. So Robinhood app is actually 3 points under the actual recorded cost at that time. So at 1:15 and 1:30, it was at 933. But the actual recorded price is 936. You don't have to worry about that because you're gonna get your money either way it goes. So you really don't have to worry about the Robinhood showing a little higher or a little lower. It's the actual price is going to be recorded once you put in that trade or that position, I would say. Today's low, which is 925. So let's go back up here. Let's go right here, which is a low point. And if you see, it's right on point. You see that? It was at 925, which is the lowest point, at 1205. So to sum it all up, it opened up at 928, even though it shows 927, and it dropped. If you look at the time, at 9 o'clock, it opened at 928, where it shows 927, so I'm going to say 927. So it opened at 927, and then around 9:50, 9:05 to 9:15, it just stays around 926. So it only dropped 1 point, and then it starts to go up from here. This is when it started to go up, and it went on up, and it went up, and it went up, and around 10:30, it drops all the way down to its lowest point. And from here to here at the lowest point, this is where the bears kick in. This is where the bears kick in. In the stock market, you're gonna hear things like bulls and bears. Bulls is when they go up, bears is when they go down. It's constantly a fight throughout the day. The bears wanted to go down, the bulls wanted to go up. Bears wanted to go down, bulls wanted to go up. That's what that means. And this line that you see, this is all numbers. It's all numbers. Numbers and time. That's all this is. Okay? Now, let's get into just say you wanted to trade forward. Just say you wanted to trade forward. You can day trade, you can options trade, you can swing trade. Day trading is when you want to make money every day. Swing trading is when you want to, it's just like day trading, but instead of you buying and selling that same day, you wait the day after, or 3 days later, or a week later, or 3 weeks later, or 2 months later, or 6 months later. That's swing trading. You're going to swing it a little bit. You're not going to do it. You're not just going to do it. You're not going to get in today and you're going to finish today or get out today. You're going to swing a little bit. That's what swing trading is. Options. Let's talk about options. You're going to click on trade options. Now here, we're not going to get into the meat and potatoes. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it very, very simple. I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay. So what you want to worry about here is, let me go back a little bit. Did I go too far? Let's see. Yeah, I went too far. All right, here we go. At the top, it shows Ford being at $9.25. And you have dates across the top. These are dates that you can select, like January 31st, February 7th, February 14th, February 21st, the 28th, March 20th, June the 19th, and so forth and so on. I never go that far out. As far as I ever went out was a month. Like today is the 12th. I'll basically go to February the 14th. That's as far as I'll go out. I've never went out further than that. And like I said in my last video in the beginning, I lost money when I signed up, but I made it all back plus more. And people are probably going to get mad at the title of this video, because I'm gonna make the title of this video how I made $1,400 plus dollars on Robinhood just off of $200. Like, to me that's incredible. Now back to options. If you think this stock is going to go up, then you can either go with the options that they select for you, and which I never do, which is right here. It says $9.80. If you think it's going to go up above $9.87 by January the 17th, then you have an option which is high risk at a short term. You could buy for 2 cents. And the second one says $10 strike around June the 19th, which is medium risk, you can buy that for 26 cents. I've never went that far out. And it says show more here, and you have options to select whatever. But like I said, I've always picked my own options. So I would go out to, I would say February the 14th, right? Okay. This is where I would go out. This is as far as I ever go out, because I would always just pick options and let it sit. I would never worry about it until that whole month is gone or almost gone. Now, And my options would always be basically uh it always be one. I always have only like one or two options, because within a month our stock can really go to $1. If we're in a really good market, the economy is doing great, the housing market is doing good, uh credit card companies are doing good, banks are doing good, everybody is reporting good earnings, and the cash is flowing, and so on and etc. Then you always want to select uh a stock going up. You always want to be on the bull side. You don't want to go down here in the red. You only want to do this in a bear market, not in a bull market. Now, it doesn't really mean that you can't make money off of making these selections, because if you noticed, I showed you in the graph, stocks do go down. They do go down, but in a bull market, they don't stay down. They don't stay down. They'll reverse right back up. And that's the way they will always do for the life of the stock. They'll go up and down, up and down, up and down. But the thing is, you have to know how far it's going to go down. You have to predict how far it's going to go down, or you have to predict how far it's going to go up before it reverses and go back down. It's it's a cat and mouse game. And I like to tell people, it's like food. When you want really good food, you have to spend more money, unless you know how to cook, which is the psychological part. So it's the same way with investing in the stock market. You want to make more money, then you got to put more money in it to get money out of it, or to get great money out of it, like good food. You got to spend more money to get good food, and you got to spend more money to get good money out of the stock market. Now, there's also a psychological part in the stock market, which is if you can, and I don't like to use the word guess. I like to use the word just pick or select. If you can select or pick the right stock, the right company, do your research and just go with your instincts, or go with your first mind, or God. Some people like they like to use God, or go with Jesus, or whatever you believe in. And if you can just make that right selection, that if you can just make that right pick, you can make a lot of money. And if you can consistently do it, you can consistently make a lot of money. That is the God honest truth. Now that's basically it. I mean, it's basically it. That's basically what it is. Like, if you think that this stock is going to go up to $9.50, no, above $9.50 before February the 14th, this would be your selection right here. And you have to buy 100 shares. You always have to buy 100 shares. You can't buy less. You can buy more, but you can't buy less. Each 100 shares is one contract. So if I click one here, tap one here, the max cost is $19. That's it, people. You're going to pay $19 for 100 shares within this company. That's it. That's dirt cheap. Because if you think about it, if you bought 100 shares at its original cost, which is $9.25, you'll pay way more money. That's like $10 bucks. $9.25 is like $10 to me. I always round money off. I never look at the cents. I always round it off. That's like $10. $10 at 100 times. That's how much money you will have to spend to actually own that stock. But in this case, you don't have to own the stock to buy shares within a company. That's why it's called options. And if you want to really actually own shares within a company, you can trade options, make you enough money, and then turn around and buy the stock. That's simple. Another good part, if you want to buy 2 contracts, you can, $38. If you want to buy 5 contracts, you can, $95. Now, it's going to cost you like $100 to buy, it's going to cost you like $100 to buy, 10 contracts. 10 shares within this company. If you really want to actually buy the stock right out, it'll be $9.25 times 10, which is $100. So if you really bought 10 shares, this is what it'll cost you, around $100. Now look, you can get 5 contracts times 100, which is 500 shares within this company for that same amount of money. And I'm going to show you something. now. Let me go back. Let's see here. If I find, I can't find. See, I can't find that graph. But basically, what it is that if this stock goes to $10, if this stock goes to $10, and you have an options, and so you have an options trade at 9.50, that's 50 cents above your actual number. And I don't really know the math, the details as far as like how they um how they come up with those numbers. I'm not too good at that yet, but I know that's a lot of money you'll make off of 500 shares. That's a lot of money. And I want to say it's like 50 cents times 500. That's what I want to say. I want to say it's 50 cents times 500, but it could be more. I'm not really sure about that. But I just wanted to point that out with you guys. I think that's enough for this video. I'm going to come back and, I'll point out, other stuff as far as like recent news, what they call catalysts, the analyst ratings. I'll point out more stuff like the quarter earnings, one through the fourth quarter, and, all what all that stuff means, and volume. Like, see right here where it says today's volume at 39 million people. I'll let you guys know what all that stuff means in another video. I think that's enough for today. I really appreciate your time, and I hope some of you people that want to be financially free and be able to stay at home, don't have to worry about getting up in the morning and going to work and clock in and do this and do that, and I gotta go to work, I gotta pay my bills, my rent is due, my utility bill is due. If you don't want to worry about that stuff, I really suggest you sign up and learn about investing. If you don't want to do Robinhood, there are other apps out there, but they're not gonna be better than Robinhood. Robinhood don't charge you anything. This stuff is free, people. Like, this stuff is literally free. Yeah, they make their money off of us, but they don't charge you anything monthly. They're not the way they make their money is when we trade. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna say that for another video. That's how they make their money. It's when we trade. Like, when you go in and you select options, or you want to trade a stock right out and buy it at its original price, this is how they make their money. But I'm not going to get into that. Like I said, I'll say that for another video. Again, I'll leave a link in the description, you guys. For those of you that really want to learn, please sign up. I'm not begging you. I'm helping you. Sign up. Learn all you can learn, because this next financial, what I would call it, this next new financial system that we're going to have, it's going to be amazing. People will make money. No, people will make millions of dollars in seconds, in minutes, in hours. The new financial system, it's not going to be like the old system, people. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what I've read. I'm not telling you what someone has told me. I'm telling you what I have experienced. I have seen money being made within minutes, within seconds, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind. This new next financial system is going to rock your house, but only if you're prepared, if you know, if you understand, and if you listened. Today is Sunday. Have a good day. If you have a family, enjoy your family. If you don't, and enjoy your single life or whatever. But have a good day. You guys be blessed. And I'll see you the next time.